Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. We know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. To throw on second down, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Here's more on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. This complete to Jones. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
80 weapons.
Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now Jackson on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 552.
To throw again, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 35.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They go play action with Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought it. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 10 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Pick up the ball. Take 4, take 4.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Ready. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
60 Pittsburgh.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there. His guys will get the football back. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the game.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson now. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Ready, set. 61, matchbox, lights. Let's go. Hatchet. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And the Chargers going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
Here we go. 50, plant. Hey, pick your game up. Down.
2nd and 5. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Slam, slam, slam. Go.
Off the play fake, Herbert. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Herbert. That's caught by Howard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So we are halfway. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's...
Set, ready? 30 base. Let's go one more. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Shoot.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down.
I'm coming after you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the bootleg, Herbert. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Check 52.
Throwing again. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. It's caught by Funchess.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he comes back with one complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Back to throw. Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start. But boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot. throwing on first down. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle taken in. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Funchess has it complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the gun on third down. Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Herbert gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, Herbert. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his... Tight end Hunter Henry, but now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action. Herbert. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Check right, check right. Watch 52. Let's go, D.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going for it all. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So another score there. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have